Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your crypto sensei speaking, and welcome back to the Satoshi Club channel. Now, in today's video, we're talking about money laundering. Yay! Money laundering in crypto, money laundering in fiat. It's been going on for years and years, and it is still a growing industry, well, at least when it comes to crypto, hopefully not in the fiat industry as well. So today, I'm going to go through some statistics about money laundering. That's probably going to be the most fun part of the video. But before I do that, I'm going to give you a little intro on what is happening in crypto, what is happening in fiat, and how you can, keep track of this stuff, and just a few interesting things that I would like you to know. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you think there is more money laundered in crypto or in fiat at this moment in time, or at any moment in time when you're watching, because the more we go into the future, probably the gap is going to get closer and closer, right? That's something that you have to remember. Now let's move straight into a little bit more about how is money laundered through crypto. So DeFi is the answer to all of our questions when it comes to money laundering in the crypto world. What exactly is DeFi? It's decentralized finance. It is the new now of the crypto world, and something that you need to remember is that decentralized means there is no centralized authority controlling your money, and there's no middleman taking a fee off your money, and there's nothing of that sort. Now, with the benefits of decentralized finance, which is, for example, a very low barrier to entry to people who usually couldn't access a financial institution, there also comes some drawdowns in the sense that, money laundering and illegal activities in the crypto world will be more prone to happen when you have a fully decentralized system. This is why in 2021, $8.6 billion was laundered through crypto, Bitcoin primarily, and through decentralized finance applications. Now, these numbers, you have to note, account only from funds derived from cryptocurrency native crime, including darknet, market sales, or ransomware attacks. Now, this site that I'm using right now, Crypto Potato, I found it, it's pretty interesting, but a few other sources that you should probably take a look at when reading about crypto news are CoinDesk, Bitcoin News, and obviously Satoshi Club, your favorite source of information. So if you want to, check out the links down below. Give us a follow on the Twitter real quick, and let's just move on with the video at this point. So a lot of money was stolen from different protocols, which actually pumped up the statistics when it comes to money laundering in crypto. And one secret that I have to tell you right now is that crypto money laundering is nowhere near the amount of money that is being laundered in the fiat industry. We'll get to that in a minute or two. Be very patient. But in general, the largest amount of crypto that was actually laundered was from the darknet market, terrorism financing, and ransomware attacks. And since then, they actually started implementing these 1K thresholds. So when you're traveling from one country to another, and when you're exchanging crypto from one to another, there is a $1,000 rule. So if you exceed $1,000, you're flagged, and then they can look into you. But if you don't exceed it, they can't look into you. They can't really do anything. So unsurprisingly, a lot of these illegal addresses send a disproportionate number of transfers to exchanges just under that 1K threshold. So they're basically playing with the system and the loopholes that are in it. That's when it comes to crypto, but it's very obvious that fiat is much more common than Bitcoin for money laundering. $300 billion per year are laundered in the US alone. I believe that's the stat, but we will look at some more statistics later on. Generally, crypto for money laundering is okay. It's used within all of these virtual assets, so pumping the prices of virtual land or even decentralized finance. There is a million different ways in which people do it, which is why, it's sort of becoming the norm. And as crypto increases in value and as the market cap grows over time, there will be more and more laundering happening through crypto, because that's just how it goes. The money market currently, when it comes to fiat exchanges, is huge. It's so much more large than $300 billion. So a percentage of all the money out there is in some cases going to be dirty. So whether it's happening in fiat, whether it's happening in crypto, it's going to happen everywhere. It even happens in real estate, right? Real estate, even crypto real estate, with people actually trying to buy real estate with crypto, and anti-money laundering laws coming in the UAE. I might talk about that later on as well. But in general, there's going to be laundering everywhere, so you shouldn't fear entering crypto. You shouldn't fear cryptocurrencies just because there's some money laundering going on when there's 100 times more going on in traditional fiat values. So virtual assets actually did play a significant role in both phishing and ransomware scams. Promises of gains from the volatile crypto market gets people into all of these DeFi protocols. They get inside, they're very excited, they put their money in, they put their info in, and then they get scammed. They just get their money taken out of their wallet, and that's pretty much it. More money was sent to criminal blockchain addresses than ever before in 2021. Another statistic that you should know. And now let's move into 19 money laundering stats for money laundering in the US. First of all, $300 billion is laundered through the US each year. I was right. 2022 alone, global banks will hit with $10 billion in fines for money laundering violations. And these are big banks, guys. These are big banks that all of us know. And what they do is they pay a little fine and then they move on with their lives. That's just what happens. That's how the world works. It's very simple. So, you know, 8 billion here and there in the crypto world. Come on, is that supposed to ruin my view on crypto? No. This is why we have information freely available everywhere. If you want to head on over to the Satoshi Club, learn more about new up and coming projects, new stuff going on, you should do so, because crypto is not something you should be afraid of. You know, even though there's bad stuff happening in crypto, people are just good and bad, right? There's going to be good people in something, there's going to be bad people in something. It's you know, there's no rules, right? Whatever you find, no matter what the purpose is, there's going to be bad people trying to exploit it. Now, I'm not saying the money launderers are bad. I'm not saying that they're good, but I'm just saying that crypto shouldn't be taking the hit out of this and, you know, like, oh, crypto's a scam, this, that. No, I don't want to hear any of that. Another fun statistic is that 2 to 5% of the world's total GDP, though, goes into money laundering. So that's quite a lot of money that's coming out of our pockets, but what can we do about it? Also, money laundering in the US makes up to 15 to 38% of the money laundered globally. Makes perfect sense. A lot of money in the dollar. The dollar is one of the largest currencies, or the most widely used currency in the world, so it makes perfect sense. Even though 91% of money laundering offenders are being imprisoned, 90% of laundering crimes go completely undetected. So that's a pretty cool stat, and I guess crypto is making it even easier to go undetected, which is why some people have a little bit against it, and that makes perfect sense. So I will agree with you if you're of that opinion. Richmond, Virginia is the #1 rank for white-collared crimes. You can see all of the white-collar crimes right here if you want to pause the video. The country with the highest money laundering risk, or AML risk, that's what it's called professionally, is Afghanistan. And then you have Haiti, Myanmar, Laos, Mozambique, Cayman Islands, Sierra Leone, Senegal, Kenya, Yemen, all of these countries. And then you have the lowest AML risk ones, which is mostly, you know, Scandinavia, New Zealand, Cook Islands, Bulgaria, very surprisly, Finland, Andorra, Estonia, and you know, more. So pretty interesting stuff. Now, crypto versus fiat itself, this side's pretty interesting. Despite a rise in cybercrimes in 2020, criminal activity that used cryptocurrency fell by over half between 2019 and 2020. So even though cybercrimes are increasing, crypto crimes are decreasing, because over 99% of cryptocurrency transactions run through AML regulated exchanges. So that's anti-money laundering verification. It's the same as, you know, on some exchanges you have the KYC verifications. Well, some exchanges have AML regulation, and that is over 99% of it. Bitcoin accounts for less than 1% of money laundered in the US, and in 2021 the IRS has seized $1.2 billion worth of cryptocurrency. And the last one I'm going to talk about right now is 2020 saw money laundering fines 5 times larger than in 2019, so the world is getting a little bit stronger towards it. And lastly, 40% of institutions are inadequate or severely inadequate to meet AML and sanctions compliance. This is when it comes to fiat. So you can see how much better crypto institutions and crypto exchanges and all of this stuff going on is if 99% of them comply with AML regulations, whereas 41% only 60% of all fiat exchanges out there comply. Well, not exchanges, institutions comply with AML compliance. So do you understand what that means? That means that crypto is still nothing compared to fiat. There is it's a little speck of bad stuff going on, just a little speck of money laundering compared to the severe amount that's happening in the fiat world right now. And lastly, anti-money laundering attempts only recover 0.1% of criminal funds. Makes perfect sense. Once the money is gone, the money is completely gone. Now lastly, as the UAE clamps down on crypto real estate money laundering, it is completely it makes sense, right? So money laundering authorities of any property sales will be alerted once real estate agents start working with this in the UAE. Real estate developers have recently started to actually accept Bitcoin and Ethereum as their currencies, and basically they're scared that people will start laundering money. So basically they left zero room for manipulation or any illegal practice, where brokers, agents, and law firms as well will all need to report filings if the buyer attempts to pay in cash anything worth over $15,000. So that's the start of it. This is 2022 right now. If you're watching this video in 2025 or 2024 or 2027, there's going to be more rules like this everywhere around the world. Crypto will most likely be at a larger market cap where it is now. So this statistic is going to go from, $8.6 billion in crypto to somewhere around $30 billion laundered in crypto as the market cap grows proportionally. So that's something you should keep in mind, and that's pretty much the conclusion of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you will be back for the next one. Make sure to check out my previous videos right here on the right hand side or on the left hand side. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Lastly, I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto or NFT world, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Subscribe and follow Satoshi Club.